Yeah. What's your TikTok?
Landon.col, go follow it.
Yeah. And what kind of like videos do you mainly put on
Funny
there?
ones and dancing.
Yeah.
Renegade.
Alright. Okay. Any jokes for the viewers?
Nah.
Alright.
See
Anyone else
ya.
wanna jump on? Thanks, fellas.
Laters.
Alright. So a couple more young fellas on the stream here. What are your names and what club and position are you?
My name's Cass. I'm from Darwin Dragons, and I am 5'8", halfback, and mainly, them two.
Yep.
My name's Trident. I play for Dragons, and I'm 5'8", outside centre, and winger.
Yeah, nice. So you in the backs?
Yeah.
Yep. He's pretty skillful.
Yep.
Yeah.
What do you reckon your best skill is?
Probably running it, like giving help to others,
Oh, supporting people?
yeah.
Mine's kicking
Yeah,
and
nice.
stepping and all that.
Yeah, do you kick the penalties?
No, we don't have penalties in under 10s. I kick the conversions.
Oh, yeah. Oh, okay. Yeah. And what's your favourite thing about rugby? What do you really like about it?
All the defense and tackling and running it.
You like tackling people?
Yeah.
The roughness? Is your coach good?
Yeah.
Who's your coach?
John.
You also Johnny? Yeah.
Mine's Leon, and my favorite part about it is kinda how they have all their moves, how they.
Oh, the set plays?
Yeah.
Like the set plays and that?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. And what about you? Do you like playing in the wet season or dry season?
Wet.
I like playing in dry, so the games don't get cancelled from weather.
You like the dry?
Yeah.
Yeah. And what about, do you reckon you might play for the Wallabies one day or? Or the All Blacks?
Yeah.
No? Maybe?
Maybe.
What do you want to be when you're older?
A mechanic
Mechanic? Yeah.
and a rugby player.
And a rugby player.
Probably a mechanic too, like a builder, and
nice.
also maybe a police person or something.
Do you want to give a shout out to anyone? Your family? Your Dragon support? Oh, you already put your TikTok on?
Oh yeah, my dad, my mom, not my brother, my dog, all my cousins and my nana and granddad and all that. Nah, my brother's not legend. He's awful.
Shout out to my TikTok, ivy.chaichai101. I don't care.
Alright, thanks fellas.
No, it's about to start again. Yeah, it's gonna go.
Go quickly, something funny. Nah.
Ask me.
All Blacks number 1.
Do a dance voice and they'll film you. They'll put it on there.
You're cheating on me already. 1 week just about.
No more teapot in there. We're standing on the sideline like this.
Welcome back after half time here. Players back on the field, about to get the action underway here at Rugby Park. Score again, 10 Casuarina, 5 Darwin Dragons. Dragons with the kick-off here. Cougars will be looking to fix up their discipline in the first half, and I think Dragons probably retaining the ball a little bit more. As that's a long, deep kick by Dragons, caught by Dakota, who's going to send it long. And bounces in the... And tackle without the ball there from Dragons. A sloppy start. Looks like they've taken on what Cougars did at the start of the game.
Yeah, just a lazy effort there from Huey.
First tackle and a penalty. Zach Phillips with a banana kick down the line here to try and get some meterage.
I think he was thinking a bit too much. The bloke had his back turned and is like, oh, I got him now, and then he
can't resist.
Yeah.
He wanted to become his chiropractor for one moment. So nice kick there by Zach Phillips down the line. Going to be an attacking line out for Cougars. 35 out from their try line here. Small Milky Phillips with the line out throw. You're looking for a nice straight line out set piece. Long throw to the rear there, pass back out to Dakota and back towards the sideline. Set play there by Cougars. Eric with a great run there. Always usually beats at least one. Set piece to get the halfback absolutely annihilated, but he loves it, that guy. He'll be...
He finds contact a lot for a halfback.
For a halfback, they usually hate getting hit, but Cougars have a long line of our halfbacks loving a bit of tackle with Sam Batty.
Good old Sam Batty.
He's still floating around. He had a game B grade today. We always see him down training, passing on his knowledge. It's great to see. Scored a try today in B grade, he did.
Shout out to Sam Batty.
Nice little swan dive over the line too, just to make sure of it. He's getting chased down and thought that the only way he was going to make it was the big swan dive.
Do you sing the song to him like, "Now you're just Sam Batty that I used to know"?
No, but we might have to start that now. Yeah, we might have to write that one down.
Yeah, there you go, Sam. You're welcome.
Yep. Don't blame me for that one, Batty. Thank you. I do encourage it though. Huge scrum by Cougars there, and they've got the penalty. Cougars scrum continuing to dominate. Even with a relatively small pack. The front row is of a decent size, but everyone else seems a bit lean for the old forwards of age.
We call it mobile in 2021. Mobile pack.
And that's why I went to the forwards. Off from me centres and wings and into the forwards, and I got called mobile. I was quite thankful for that. Seka there on the sideline, throwing the ball back in. Shout out to him. Thank you for your service. From the Army, based in Darwin. Eric there with the maul from the back of the line out, and he's knocked it on. He will not be happy with that. Dragons ball. Dragons looking to clear the ball. Cougars going to get the line out here on their 22, even with the touch pointing the wrong way. And there we go, pointing the right way now. Great line out throw there by Cougars, and a short offload to Milky coming around, who then goes to Lance, the Vice President of Cougars.
VP.
Good meters here by Cougars, and throwing out wide with the overlap. Micah with a juggle on the bounce and palms off. Tries to step through. Nicky and dives over the line for a try. Great solo effort for that last 10 metres.
Good finish there.
3 missed tackles by Dragons there. They won't be happy, but I'm sure they'll make up for it later on. Here's the replay coming through now. Nice bounce and juggling effort there by Micah. Palm off one. Lines up Caleb Nicky and dives to the line over the feet. A feet first tackle by the other winger, crossing over.
Yeah, he backed himself. It's one of Micah's mottos and policies from playing sevens that he used to always say, just back yourself, bro. Back yourself.
Yeah, you got yourself to blame if you muff up your own try. You can't blame someone else for knocking it on if you don't pass it to him. He, I believe he did get a contract for sevens for a Las Vegas team a few years ago. Went over there for a season, I believe, and then found his way back to Darwin.
Yeah, he was in Melbourne.
Melbourne for a few years too.
The traveller.
Gets around just to play rugby, and that's the kind of life that he loves.
Backed himself.
When in doubt, power out. Back yourself like Micah. Zach Phillips here with a kick right in front of our commentary. He's going to leave it out to the right there. Didn't bring it back hard enough. Score is Casuarina 15, Dragons 5 at the 47-minute mark of the game at Rugby Park.
Do you reckon it's funny how, like, when kickers miss a goal, they don't jog back that excited? But if they kick a good one, they're like, oh, yeah, no, I'm fresh as, eh?
The chin's a bit higher, and, you know, shoulders go back a bit. As soon as they miss it, nah, old sourpuss. Bit of a suki la la mentality by most kickers here. Cougars are trying to spread this out wide for the quick drop here. And
interesting.
Yeah, all he needed to do was drop it in front of him. He would have got the ball back. I don't think he knew quite what the team wanted him to do there.
Oh, Nicky with the flick pass offload.
Yep.
Finds Avocado.
Been prominent this game, Mr. Avocado. Micah with a great leg tackle there to stuff that play. Overlap there by Dragons, who just grubber it through with Zach Phillips running towards the sideline. Dummy one. He hasn't beaten all of Nightcliff there. Sorry, Darwin.
It's gotten a bit sloppy.
That is sloppy play. That
Barlow takes it back. Tobin over the ball.
There's advantage there for Dragons. See what the call is there from the Big Red. Offside.
Woodpecker Lips with a pick and go. Dan Harnett.
Great pick and drives here by Dragon. They're just making metres right now. Cougars need to get their forward set here.
That's Aaron Smith getting in for the hard stuff.
Advantage has been reset here. He's just got another penalty. And a chip over the top. Ooh. Oh, and Cooper Seguero has put it down. And it's going to get blown back there. Cooper's not happy with himself, but no try was there. I'm going to call it back for the offside. 2 offsides in a row there by Cougars. A few guys on their haunches and stretching out the old calves. Wet track, what we said before, might be coming into effect.
Did you watch the B grade game?
Yes, I did. It was great to see the old boys having a runner and a couple of new fellas down. It was looked to be a serious injury for one of the Dragons' front rowers, though. He went down clutching a knee after a scrum.
That's no good.
Sending our best thoughts to him.
Hope you're okay. Probably watching the stream in hospital. Ooh, cheeky little pick and go.
By Sunya, who's off the bench there at the halftime break. He had a wrecking ball of a game at B grade. He, of course, works out of one of the mines, so he can't get back as regularly as he wants. So he just is getting his B grade time in and just benches for A's.
So he just came in like a wrecking ball.
Hey, crash ball, Sunya. Meters made every time. Zach Phillips there with the kick down the sideline. Cougars will have a line out 30 metres away from their own home try line. Ref's called time off here while time back on there by Big Red.
27, 33, 22.
And a long throw over the top, but Selassie was awake to that and made a good 10 metres after that. Slight little error there by Cougars line out. Matty Taber's going in a halfback. That's the tallest halfback you'll ever see in your life. Micah passing out wide to Cooper Seguiaro with his wing on the outside, slips over in the mud pile that is at the halfway line there. Unfortunate for Cougars. Rossi going into halfback with a nice hospital pass to Zach Phillips, who gains it under control and puts a boot over the top of the Dragons winger into the corner. Under pressure there and has not kicked out. Put a nice floater. Milky Phillips will not pass this. Oh, he's passed for the first time in his life and it gets knocked on by Selassie. He was not expecting Milky to pass.
I mean, you can't blame him for that.
Yeah, and his twin brother Zach's just had a go at him, going, no one was expecting you to pass. Why would you do that now? Never done it in his career before. Expect the unexpected with this wet season comp, I suppose. That's why Milky wanted to pass it. Tried to do the team thing, didn't quite work. Cougars will be looking for another dominant scrum here. First scrum of the second half. Looks to be a few changes in the Dragons scrum there. Great scrum. Dragons with a kick over the top and it's going to go out.
Toast on top, that kick.
Oh yeah, he's put one out, finally. Here we go.
I don't think that was his intention, though.
That's the second. Oh, I think his intention is to kick it out on the penalty too. At least that's the whole set play that you're trying to tell me here. Missed the old penalty for the sideline kick. Cougars here with the line out. 5 metres away from halfway. Again, a long throw there, but Selassie awake to it and catching over the top, and that could be a deliberate knockdown here penalty. Yeah, and that's what's called. He's lucky not to be sent off, having been on the receiving end of one of those with a yellow card in a final. I tried to explain that I just can't catch.
Did you tell him you play in the forwards?
No, this is when I was the back.
Oh, no, that's why. That's why.
That's why you believe me, man. That's why I'm on the wing.
No, I mean, that's why you got moved.
Yeah, well, there's no speed out there with me. That's what the coach used to say. Only took me 9 years of arguments to get in the forwards. There was two of us that got sent in 2 years for the same thing. Coach was not happy. Cougars here with an attacking line out, 10 metres away from their line out, from their try line. Nice straight pass, and Zach Phillips is with a dummy play to the wraparound to Cooper, who has knocked that on, unfortunately. Pass was a bit in front of him with the line racing up.
Well read there from Hank the Tank.
Great
really.
read by Dragon. They shut that down. Without that pressure, Cooper would have been in cheering. He's a cousin of Seguiaro that plays in the NRL. So great bloodlines there. He's got natural talent. His body has not always agreed with him with a few hamstring injuries. He's playing for the Sharks in league this year. Big push here by Cougars scrum to put the pressure on. Dragons have still got the ball though.
Good recovery at the back there from Huey. Dragon scrum really under a lot of pressure now.
Missed tackle there by Marty Strawn. He won't be happy with that. A Catherine player that's come up for the wet season. Ball was out and he's managed to pick it up. He found it at his feet, picked it up, looked at the ref and got the nod of approval. And Dragons has stolen that in a tackle. Nice strip there.
That's Drew Tobin Sheeran. Stealing hearts and stealing balls.
At medium pace. Kick over the box kick there, and Cooper has put down another one. He will not be happy with that. He's usually got some sure hands there. That's a couple put downs today. Dragons get out of jail there. But again, with a scrum, they will be under pressure. We'll be looking for a bit of a better push.
Coops, is he a confidence player?
Yes, 100%. If he's down a little bit, he tends to doubt himself. But when he's on, there's no stopping that man. He's unstoppable. The only thing that can stop him is himself. Scrums here. He's in front of the bar, which is run by Dragons and Cougars this week. Again, some more volunteers there, making sure everyone's watered and fed. Thank you very much. They even provided us with eskies for commentary today, with some ice in them.
We call them chili bins at Dragons.
Oh, well, see, there's your first problem. They're not chili bins, they're eskies. Don't even, no. I will stand for your avocado and toast or whatever he wants, but I will not stand for chili bin. And they're thongs too. They're not jandals or sandals or whatever you want. They're thongs.
Yeah.
Double pluggers.
You got a point.
Yeah, I got you there. Don't be coming around here trying to change it. Better scrum there by Dragons. Drew with a bit of medium pace running, trying to pass it off to Nicky, who's trying to do a pop pass.
Oh, they're almost doing the old trick where they do 2 or 3 bad passes
and then Cougars get the
try.
tries.
Yeah.
They stopped themselves this time. Good to see they're half learning from their mistakes. Instead of doing 3 bad passes, they did 2. Cooper there with the recovery. He's going to run it back up to the line. He's got the winger running outside of him. Goes into a nice 3-on-1 tackle. Might have done a kick in other games, but at least the Cougars are going to retain the ball here. Pass.
Spread it wide.
And Zach is looking for a kick, but defence rush up on him, and he's going to beat 4 Dragons. Bit poor there, and trips as he offloads it.
Oh, another offload.
Micah there with the run, and he's seen his winger unopposed outside and puts a kick over the top. And a try in the corner. Great vision there by Micah. That has come from nowhere, and looks like Caleb Nicky has hurt himself on the tackle attempt. As we go through the replay here, Micah sees the vision, going to go for a long pass, puts chip over the top, gets a lovely bounce. 1-on-1 at the end, and just going to dive over the line. Caleb's come up a little bit sore, cramping up.
What a try.
Great try. Good to see Micah there, helping him try and stretch out his injured leg. Always good team spirit. A great try.
Started from a Drew Tobin missed tackle.
We won't mention medium pace again if we can help it. It might be going to medium slow pace now. We'll blame the heavy track.
I think a lot of it, and we haven't really brushed on this much, but second row is taking kicks in this game. We just saw one there, from Dragons there, which led to a Cougars try.
Yeah.
I mean,
that's 2 second rowers having a kick in this day and age.
Yeah.
That's fine territory.
Yeah, terrible.
Yep.
We apologise to people on the stream for what you've seen.
Yeah,
with
that
Fords kicking it.
makes people's eyes bleed.
Yeah.
Honestly, there should be an actual penalty for that happening. Zach Phillips with the kicker for the conversion, and he snuck it inside the right-hand post there. Cougars are now leading 22-5 at the 61-minute mark. Nice 19 minutes of the game to go, if my maths is correct, which has never been a strong part for me. Hopefully the Dragons can get a few points here and make it an interesting finish. But it hasn't been a one-sided affair, even though the score is a bit outlandish, or getting to that stage. It's been a tough tussle, and Cougars picking up a few crumbs to get their tries.
Yeah, I'd agree with you on that. Like, the first half, really, Dragons were a bit dominant, just couldn't convert, really.
Even with the extra man, and the big second rower is put down a catch. After having a kick earlier in the game, he's now put down what we call a watermelon. If it had been a watermelon, the dog would have been licking him for weeks.
There's a few people on the field I can see hiding watermelons under the front of the jersey out there.
Yeah, it's the old trick play that I've seen with the Barbarians. The old hide the ball under the jersey and you dive over the line. Seems to be a few too many balls on the pitch here. But Matty Tavers won't be happy with that effort. He is known for his 1%ers and he strong discipline around, especially with the forward pack. It's his blood and bones there.
We got Liam Mentor coming on the wing for Dragons, replacing Caleb Nicky.
Hopefully that leg's all right for Caleb there, up and comer for NT Rugby. A couple of good breakout years.
Yeah, he's coming back from a fractured kneecap. So after having like a amazing year leading up to that, made the Australian
loose ball there.
19s, sevens, sorry.
Dragons have recovered the ball just inside of the 50-metre line. It's good to see the colours back though. We never like injuries in this game, even though they always seem to be part of it. That's why we're commentating. Great tackle there by Marty Strawn. Will get blown back for the penalty as there was no advantage for a not release right a metre away from the halfway line.
Really got to commend Casuarina's line speed today in defence, like consistently up in the faces of Dragons.
It is something that they have been working on the last few years. Good drills by the coach, Joe Albert. There's about 20 minutes of training is just solely on the defensive line and the speed up. By the end of that 20 minutes, if you aren't huffing and puffing and on all fours, he'll keep it going. Everyone will be gassed by the end of that little part. That way it works on game day. Couple of knock-ons there. First one is by Dragons. Is it called by Big Red? Matty Tavers offering some advice to the opposing line-out jumper. Right in front of the Dragons faithful on the hill. Sure they wouldn't have been giving out some advice.
Yeah, there's a few Dragons front rowers out there. Little H. We've got Andy Manns injured. Joe Stanik's injured.
Couple of the junior boys that we were interviewing at halftime were in the camera shot there on the sideline.
Yep, Sonny. All those boys, hope you enjoyed their little Q&A.
They just have a different perspective on the game, which is always good to hear what they think is going on with NT Rugby. And rugby in general.
Make sure you follow them on TikTok.
They were doing some dances on the field while they were getting interviewed. when they saw where the cameras were pointed to. Kick there by Zach Phillips, covered by Dragons, who are going to chip it over the top. Zach Phillips with a juggle, and he's going to punch that long because he saw no one was really back deep there, and he's chasing through to put some pressure on. And that ball is going straight towards the commentary and hits the roof and saves the cameras. Camera guy's quite happy with that.
Yeah, I think he heard me calling him avocado and he tried to launch it at us.
He's put a few berries on that one, or a few more avocados, a bit of strength each to the round. Cougars looking for a quick line out the way they're sitting up. And a missed call there, and that throw was as straight as a twisty. Cougars will not be happy with that.
I reckon like a twisty's probably good enough for Darwin Rugby.
It probably is. I should have gone with as straight as a roundabout, but I was trying to be nice. Milky the little nugget, he can throw you around with his judo background.
Judo chop.
Judo chop. I believe he is I think he's a black belt. So, got a little bit of nounce against him, which helps with the front row with his strength. Isaiah is off the bench there, and he's going to be propping in the front row. Coming back from a few knee injuries. Great to see him back out there.
That's him with the hair, is it?
With the fro man bun that he rocks. It's not really a man bun because of the afro. I think he's just got it in a ponytail just for the ease of the scrum, honestly.
I mean, it's like a free headgear. I reckon it'll be nice protection for your ears.
Nice padding he's got. Apart from the headgear from Selassie, he found his own. And there's a penalty advantage there going to Dragons for the Cougars scrum. A bit of boring in, quick tap there taken. And
yeah, Huey Mack.
He called the advantage for not being back 10 there, so another back-to-back penalty from Cougars.
Huey taking the quick tap. Jonas up with a little bit of dancing there.
Scrum half is deliberately just throwing that into the ref at his knee just to get that advantage. Don't think Big Red will be happy for a bit of carnage to the knee action. Dragons here looking for some field advantage. Again, with the dominating play for the second half, just haven't been able to capitalise it. Great kick. Jump 5 metres in from the 22. Attacking line out for Dragons. 11 minutes on the clock. They need to get some points to make it so they can have a chance at the end of the siren, which is the Dragons' way to do it, winning after the siren, as we've seen back-to-back years for the grand final.
Scrappy line out.
Knock off from Cougars is the call there. Selassie got a hand onto that.
So they do just enough to retain the ball. Dan Harnett, gee, he's been strong today.
Saw that Selassie had his back turned in the defensive line and ran straight into him. Bit of discipline there, needed. Drew with his slow mediums now.
Medium slow. I thought we agreed on one. Strong D from Casuarina.
Again rushing up and shutting down the set plays.
Harnett just hit hard. Casuarina player injured in the tackle though.
Yeah, and Cougars have stolen the ball. That looks like Lance is down with an injury. Hopefully it's just a bit of cramp and not an injury. He has been succumbed to a few main knees in the past. Getting some messages come through, thanking for the commentary and asking how good we've been going. Thank you, Mr. Richard Hill. I'll see you at work and make sure you don't know what's going on. It's good to see some leagueies following some real sport though.
Yeah, it's been good. Changing over to the wet, like a bit less competition with the league here.
Yeah, we get a lot of leagueies come and play, and always good for numbers and memberships. It's been a good move, going back to the way that uni used to get played in, I think it was the 80s that they were doing a wet season comp.
Yeah, oh, it wasn't that far back.
Oh, you'd know, you were there.
Yeah. Early 2000s. Yeah, I can remember like when I was a junior and we used to play on Friday nights and it'd be half time and like hammering down rain and playing under 16s and just you could just watch all this, the rain evaporating off your forehead, like just, it was cool.
Good steam off.
Yeah. I think they used to use recycled water or like not fully treated water on here. It used to be like scrub everything or else it was Boyle City.
Yeah, they've got that with the touch fields currently. They get that watering method.
Couple of changes.
Yeah, Cougars are ringing the changes there.
Where's Bobby Nurse?
He's down in Catherine. He's joined the NT Police Force. So he comes up when he can, when he's not on his rotations or his hours. Looks like he is stuck down in Catherine this week. He was playing, I believe, last week and the week before. So should see him in a few weeks when he gets his weekend off. He always tries to make it back up for a Cougars game, whether it's A's or B's.
Yeah.
Loves rugby, that man. I believe he's even helping out with the teams down in Catherine just to help out their forwards and show them what the go is, so that they can get more competitive down there.
Yep. Yep. He's got a few tricks in his back pocket that he can teach him down there.
Well, Cougars have a good relationship with a few of the Catherine clubs down there, so in the A grade bye they'll go down and do a team trip and either sit on the sidelines or run water and stuff for the Catherine boys, so it's always good to see.
Yeah, no, we get a lot of support from Catherine as well for our B grade. We pretty much wouldn't have a team if not for them. It's like a 3-hour drive down the highway.
Especially with Bobby the policeman, he would definitely not speed, so make sure you take the 3 hours.
2 missed tackles from Dragons there.
They still end up with the ball from a knock on.
Poor hands.
Cougars.
Yeah.
Trying to get Dragons back in this game here. Great tackle by Marty. And we're going to come back and play the knock on from Cougars. 5.5 minutes to go in the game. Dragons will be looking for some points soon.
So we've got T coming off the bench for a break and Elliot Lewis in the black and green headgear coming on.
It's great to see Elliot out there. Went to school with Elliot. It's always good to run up against him.
He's probably in the top 5 lightest hookers in the world.
Oh, he's probably top 2. He looks like he's going to flank this game.
Yeah.
But he's a good hooker. Bit skinny on the eye. But he's very capable. Needs a few more meat pies or maybe some more avocado.
Hey.
Short arm penalty there going towards Dragon with a quick tap by the big number 8.
Huey. The old tough as woodpecker lips man. Jonas Nicky's slightly isolated.
Zach Phillips all over the ball there and the clean out missed. A little bit of a question asked by the tackled Nightcliff player on the ground, and the ref helps him up just to show a little bit of class. Explain the rules to him, helped him up. I think you're done. Zach Phillips with a long kick there. Cougars defence again, holding the Dragons at bay. been the story of the night. One of the twins is on, so another twin for the Cougars. Number 20 here, Justin Murray. It's one half of a twin for the Murray boys. He's at the back of the line out. Selassie runs off into the back line. And he's going to get called back. You do the numbers, you have to stay there now. Jared Nottingham with the line out catch there.
Oh, good footwork, great offload.
Offload to Micah. Sure hands. Go there, passing into Sergiaro, who's trying to step his way through the line, loses a bit of footing. Great clean out by Cougars to secure that ball. Phillip saw that his pass was going to get intercepted there, so held on it and just did a nice little run, gaining 5 metres. Dragons all over the ball, but they seem to be on the ground there. I'll be playing the ball on the ground.
I think probably the tackle player wasn't fully released and didn't get a chance to play it back there. And he looks hurt.
Big Matty Tavers is holding the back of his head.
Or do you think he's just playing back his kicks in his head?
That's probably giving him a few pains as well. And Cougars are going to go for the penalty goal here, just to run a bit of time off the clock with an easy straight in front kick. And because of that, we've put the Moz on him.
Didn't you say he's a specialist at hitting the post?
Yeah. I did this a few weeks ago. We had a few easy ones, and I put the Moz on him, and he absolutely shanked them. So I've done it again. He won't be thankful for me.
Or is he gonna kick it?
Has got a very huge leg kicking wise. Mr. Zach. I've seen him slot goals from over the 50-metre mark. So distance isn't a worry here. And the Moz has worked. Thank you. I'll claim that as the commentator's curse. He has dragged that left straight in front from 10 metres out.
Like, I don't want to play coach of the Cougars, but should Eric Erickson be kicking those?
No. Oh, no. Put the other Phillips in before Eric. Eric can't move his legs that fast to kick the ball. And with a name like Eric Erickson, you're never going to be good at kicking.
I think it's a terrific name.
Brilliant name. Went to school with him and his brother. Oh, Matty Tavers running through the line like a gazelle. Marsh there, trying to do a sneaky pass to Selassie, and it went behind him. Cleaned up there by Micah. Dakota's going to have a nice run by himself before offloading to Milky. Passing it out wide and dropped there by Jared Northam. It's unfortunate.
Great build-up, just that last little error at the end there. We're almost on forward. Another one of them big 60-metre spectacular tries.
They were trying to show off even more than what they have today. We'll have another scrum. Looks like a Dragon substitute is going on here.
So Eric Erickson, he's got a brother, you said?
Yeah, Tom Erickson.
Oh, I was hoping his name was Son Erickson.
No, so we don't know how they've quite worked this out, but Eric Erickson is a physio and his brother happens to be a pharmacist. So every time that Eric refers someone for pain medication, he sends him to his brother. It's not insider trading, but he's worked the system. You're going to reset that scrum.
Maybe they can just have a whole family health clinic.
Oh, don't worry. Mum and Dad are very influential in the medical department as well. I think there's a surgeon amongst one of them.
Yeah. Oh,
I think Mr. Erickson, Dad Erickson, is a surgeon. So
his mum's apparently hates me because on the Australian rugby stream I when he was playing for NT, I told him that he was a forklift driver.
Yeah, I remember that coverage actually. There was a fine for Eric because then we kept finding forklift photos that looked just like him. I remember that call. It was a great call. He's never lived that down since. It's still an ongoing joke in the clubhouse to this day. Milky there getting blown off the ball. He's close to getting a steal, and Dragons are kicking it away with
Go high and long.
over time here, and them needing points. Cooper Seguiaro with the catch inside the 22, running it back through and breaking 2 tackles before getting tackled there by Dragon 16. Marty's going to make a break, and Dakota's got a juggle catch, and he's running back to Selassie and passes at his feet. It's always, and that looks to be a lower leg injury to Dakota there, with Nicky diving on his leg. Ref's going to pull it back for an advantage. Selassie wants a really quick tap. He's a 7s player by trade, so he loves the quick tap. Not releasing is the call from Big Red. Selassie with a quick tap. And if you fell for that dummy, that's your fault, because he was never going to pass that. That looks like Oscar Churchill there getting a nice pick and go. And they're going to swing it out wide. And a swan dive over by Micah, who's had another great game for Cougars, with a try in the corner.
Great try.
Good pressure by Cougars there, and paid dividends for ball retention.
I mean, it came to, like, by the end there was a 4-on-1.
4-on-1, and they still did a cutout.
Yeah.
Just to make sure of it. Great vision though there to get it out to that wide where there's absolutely no one going to stop Micah that close to the line. So we see the replay there with his little swan dive. We'll give him a 4 out of 10 for that. There wasn't much...
not much enthusiasm, really.
Yeah, not much vertical, not much chest poking out. I think he needs a few lessons. Well, we'll say Zach won't get this one just to reverse the Moz, and he'll absolutely slot it. It seems to be his way, on the sideline, gets it, in front, misses. He's testing the wind here, he's taking it serious. It's great to see.
I reckon that, like, they could almost not show the kick.
And he slotted it from the sideline.
And only show the kicker jogging back from the kick, and then you can work out whether or not he's got it. Like,
there's a big smile on his face, the chest is out, you know you've got it.
Yeah.
Well, like we said earlier in the piece, head down in shame when you miss it. Boasting, I think there was a wave to the crowd on the way past too. That was the full-time buzzer going off right after that kick. So we'll play this out. Knock on by Dragons, and we'll have a scrum if he doesn't call the game here. No, we're going to have a scrum.
One more. It's what the people want. They want to see Eric Erickson back in action.
They do. Get the price of admission just to watch him.
Yeah, so come on down if you're watching the stream. Make sure you're here next week, Saturday, down at Rugby Park, Marara.
Only a few more games leading up to the finals.
3 games? 2 games.
I think it's 2 games. And Cougars with the scrum win there, and Slashes just kicked that out just to call time.
Enough.
End result there is Casuarina Cougars 29, Darwin Dragons 5, with a great game and big defence that kept Cougars with that comfortable margin.
All right, thanks very much for tuning in on the stream. And have a good night and stay safe, and we'll see you next week.
Next Saturday for a couple of more blockbusters.